Hello everyone. So the next topic which we will be going to study is about the metaphase. So metaphase is the second phase of mitosis cycle. So we will be discussing the stages of mitosis and what is metaphase and how the process of metaphase works. So let's get started with the first slide. What are the stages of mitosis? So mitosis is the process that partitions the newly replicated chromosomes and they equally into two daughter cells. So the round of DNA replication is followed by a round of single chromosome segregation and two genetically identical daughter cells. So the M phase or the mitosis phase is categorized or is being subdivided into four parts, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So we will be discussing the metaphase in detail in these slides. So metaphase is an extremely dynamic part of the cell cycle. Spindle fibers, they rapidly assemble and disassemble as they grow out of the mTOC, seeking out attachment sites at the chromosomes. So to attach the spindle fibers, each chromosome has a specialized structure called the kinetochore and it is located at the centromere. So there are two kinetochores on each chromosome and they're facing in the opposite direction. The plus ends of the kinetochore microtubules, they're embedded head on in specialized microtubule attachment sites within the outer regions of the kinetochores. So the kinetochore of an animal cell, they can bind about 10 to 40 microtubules, whereas budding yeast kinetochore and can bind only one. So this is the example that in animal cell it can bind up to 10 to 40 microtubules, but in case of yeast or in the budding of the yeast, the kinetochore can bind only one. So this is a diagrammatic representation of a metaphase stage in which these are the centrioles which we were talking about. These are the spindle fibers and this is a metaphase plate which has been assembled at one point. This is the plasma membrane and this is the centromere of the chromosome and they are all assembled in the middle of the cell and they are being attached to the spindle fibers which has been attached to the centrioles. Next is how kinetochores becomes attached to the spindle fibers. So the chromosomes, they make attachment with the spindle fibers by a process known as search and capture. So they are attached with the spindle fibers by a process known as search and capture, in which the plus ends of the sum of the microtubules radiating out from the mTOC, which is attached to the kinetochores. So some of the microtubules, they randomly hit the kinetochore and they subsequently stabilize to form the kinetochore microtubule. So this was about the how a kinetochore become attached to the spindle fibers, then how different forces they move the chromosomes during the metaphase. So what happens is at the metaphase stage, the chromosomes, they aligned at the midpoint. As we have seen, they were aligned at the middle of the cell, which is also called as the midpoint or equator between the two spindle poles. So there were two spindle poles between in which the chromosomes were aligned. So during this process, the chromosomes often oscillate backwards and forward before arriving at the midpoint. So they will move forward and backward, or they will oscillate simply. Just like a pendulum oscillates, they will also, the chromosomes will also oscillate. So the multiple forces, they move chromosomes at the equator. So there are multiple forces which move them towards the center of the cell or at the equator. So one major force that pulls the kinetochores is and its associated chromosome along the kinetochore microtubule towards the spindle pole. So now it is produced by a protein at the kinetochore itself. So there is a depolarization at the plus end of the microtubule, which somehow generates such force that pulls the kinetochore polewards. So apart from the poleward forces, each chromosome is simultaneously subjected to anti-poleward forces. So this force acts on chromosome, which is called as the polar ejection force. So this is known as the polar ejection force. So this is a diagrammatic representation of the cell of the metaphase phase, in which the spindle fibers are being attached to the chromosomes, and they are lining in the middle of the cell at the equator of the cell. So in this side we will be we conclude that it is the third step in the mitosis, because first is the interphase, second is the prophase, and third will be the metaphase. So what happens is the mitotic spindle is fully developed, centromeres and are at the opposite poles of the cell. So the mitotic spindle is fully attached and fully developed, and the centromeres are at the opposite poles of the cell. And the chromosomes are lined up at the metaphase plate. So this equator is also known as the metaphase plate, as I have shown in the last diagram, that this line is the metaphase plate. MP, which is metaphase plate. Each sister chromatid is attached to the spindle fiber and originating from the opposite poles. So each spindle fibers, these are the spindle fibers. These are the spindle fibers. So this is a microscopic representation of the metaphase phase, that how the cell was dividing in the metaphase phase. So in this is the metaphase plate, these are the spindle fibers, and this is the centriole which has been attached. So each sister chromatid, it is attached to a spindle fibers which is originating from the opposite poles. So both the opposite poles. So there are two opposite poles, this and this. So this was all about the metaphase phase.